Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
$7:31. I'm gambling.
Are you? Oh, you're a gambling man today, huh?
Rolling the dice.
All right.
But I don't think it's too big of a gamble. The phone was ringing there just a moment ago. I just picked it up, locked it into the soundboard here. We assume it's Drew from Burwell and Broken Bow Livestock. Let's find out.
Well, let's do.
Good morning. Is that you, Drew?
Pizza Hut.
Hey.
Pizza.
All beef, please.
Yeah. There, that a boy.
You don't want any of that chicken on your pizza, do you?
That's right. Only chickens.
There you go. How's things at the Burwell and Broken Bow Livestock Barns, Drew? A happy New Year to you. What's coming up? What's happening?
Happy New Year, guys. Last week we had a really big cow sale in the weigh-up special in Burwell. Had right at 4,200 head of bred cows and right at 875 head of weigh-ups. And trying to tell you what those weigh-ups were doing. The high-yielding weigh-ups, we were anywhere from 61 up to 91 and a half. The next cut was $50 up to 60 and 75. Those poorer and fuller cows are 49 to 50. And the bulls that are in a range of 80 to 99, and the heiferettes were 78 to $1.21. So we call that market about 5 higher again there last week. And then we got in the bred cow and bred heifer division. Kind of give you a recap on how some of the stuff did. In the AI first calf heifers, we had some red Angus AI heifers bring 1,900. Had some black AI heifers right at 2,000. Had some awful nice black fancy AI heifers bring 21 and a half, and had some black baldy AI heifers bring 2,025. Then we got the bull bred division. We had some red Angus bull bred heifers bring 1,700. Had some black bull bred heifers bring 2,175, and then we had some black baldy first calf heifers that were bull bred bring 1,760. We got the cow division, called those young cows. We were in a range of anywhere from 2,250 to 1,775 on those young cows. Solid mouth cows were anywhere from 1,600 to 1,275, and the broken mouth cows we were anywhere from 950 to 1,100. It's kind of how we operated in the bred cow market over in Burwell on last Wednesday. This week, I got a big weigh-up special on Broken Bow on Thursday. Going to start selling those weigh-ups at 9 a.m., expecting about 900 on those again this week. And looks like that weather's going to be pretty crappy there Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So if you all sure want to bring those cattle in on Wednesday afternoon, we'll have people there to unload them. Sure encourage you to do that. And then we're going to have a big special calf sale in Burwell on Friday, looking at right at about 3,500 head of grass calves and feeders over in Burwell on Friday. Coming up, going to have a big calf special in Broken Bow next week and in Burwell as well. And then on the 20th, going to have a really nice bred cow sale in Broken Bow, and going to have a couple really nice dispersions on there. Going to have some black cows bred Charolais. Those are kind of hard to find. And going to have some awful nice first calf heifers on there. Got any questions? Want me to come out and look at some cattle? Get your cattle consigned. Give me a call, 308-872-1105.
All right, Drew. Do you have any New Year's resolutions at all?
Yeah, but it doesn't do me any good.
That's where we're all at, I'm afraid, Drew. Sounds like you got plenty to do, some good sales coming up.
Yeah, we got some really nice sales lining up, and the cattle are really moving, and I think this market's got to get a breath of fresh air. It looks like President Biden's going to kind of look into this Packer and Stockyards Act and try to kind of maybe put some pressure on the major four packers, kind of maybe break those up or regulate them a little more. That kind of information come out yesterday. We'll kind of see how that happens, how that plays out, how that might affect the market a little bit.
Yeah, that's heard that on Brownfield this morning. All you can do is try. Let's hope for some progress there.
Yeah, it's we definitely need to have some changes. It's there's varied opinions on how those changes need to be made, but we definitely need to make a swing one way or the other.
All right, Drew. Well, talk to your dad about it, would you?
Oh, I've already heard about it.
Take care. Thanks a lot for spending time with us today.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, bye. Those two. All right, it's 7:36, and check it out. You can go to their websites on both Burwell and Broken Bow Livestock Barns. Lots of good sales coming up, lots of quality cattle, and lots of good producers' names that I'm sure would, just give you the confidence you need to go ahead and make that purchase. Brent,
Yes, Dave.
due to the extreme cold weather predicted for Wednesday, as Drew said, crappy weather coming up Wednesday and part of Thursday. On Wednesday, it's going to be pretty nasty, windy, maybe some snow. So the Loop Basin Public Health Department on the COVID-19 testing have changed their schedule up a little bit, and they'll be testing again today and then on Friday, but not midweek. So that is your chance to get those tests in. Register for free PCR testing. Participants can visit lbphd.org/testing if you want to get registered ahead of time. If you have any questions, you can call their office at 308-346-5795. 308-346-5795 if you have any questions about that. School lunch menus. Looks like Kristen's got a few rounded up here for us, so let's take a look here. Looks like spaghetti at Ansley, and we'll have a story on spaghetti later on in the show.
Oh, wow. All right. Lunch choices at Gothenburg today include cheeseburgers, chili soup, and pizza at Gothenburg.
At Anselmo Myrna Public Schools today, it's home-style spaghetti with garlic breadstick, mini corn dogs, taco salad with tortilla chips, green beans, fruit, veggie bar, and milk.
Sandhills Public School in Dunning today, breaded beef patty, mashed potatoes and gravy, and rolls at Sandhills.
Still some schools not having classes yet, so we'll pass those by. Let's see here today. At Thedford, they're having chicken taquitos. Is that the way you say that? Taquitos?
Taquitos?
Taquitos.
Taquitos?
Taquitos.
There
All
you
right.
go. Callaway today going to go with vegetable soup today.
Know about that one. Let's see here. Loop City, they begin classes, according to this, tomorrow.
Broken Bow Middle and High School today, home-style spaghetti with garlic breadstick, mini corn dogs, fresh-baked turkey and cheese sub, and a fajita salad with tortilla chips. Your choices at Broken Bow Middle and High School today. And at Arnold today, it's showing ready rib on a bun for lunch today in Arnold.
All right. Back to the spaghetti. It's National Spaghetti Day.
Oh, I can get behind that.
But, as in so many cases with the food, you think, what do you think about spaghetti? Who made spaghetti? Who started spaghetti?
Well, I guess my mind would think it's an Italian dish.
Most people feel that way. I did too.
I assume it's not.
No.
Okay.
Chinese again.
Oh, really?
Everything goes back
wow.
to the Chinese. It's the way it was yesterday and many days before. Yes, spaghetti, whether you slurp it, twirl it, or heaven forbid, cut it.
I cut it. I got no problem with that.
Don't cut your spaghetti.
I do cut my spaghetti.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
easier to eat that
Should
way.
have known. You
Well,
don't cut spaghetti.
Yes, you do. I do. I'm not going to sit there in front of people and slurp a big noodle up into my mouth. I'm going to cut it and make it not so.
Peggy, if you're listening, didn't you teach little Brent how to twirl his spaghetti with a fork so he didn't have to cut it? Did your mother cut it up for
shut
you
up.
when you
Just
were little?
stop it.
Oh, little Brent, let me cut up your spaghetti. Didn't you twirl it?
No, I could never twirl it. Twirling it never worked. It was, first off, it's too much work trying to twirl it.
You're going to get to eat it. Don't you mind working for it a little bit?
I know. I get to eat it. I cut it up and I eat it. What's the problem?
Oh, my.
What the big deal is.
Okay, well, moving along.
Okay.
Today's the ideal day to get that big bowl of spaghetti and dive into it. The word spaghetti comes from the Italian word string,
Oh,
even though spaghetti was invented by the Chinese. But don't ever tell an Italian that. It really
No.
makes them mad.
yeah.
I understand spaghetti isn't really Italian. It's Chinese. You could get, well, whacked for that.
Yeah.
That's our spaghetti story. I cannot believe you cut your spaghetti.
Now, when I think, well, sorry.
Good grief.
Well, now when I think of spaghetti, though, I think of spaghetti with sauce.
Yeah.
So the Chinese, did they just kind of invent the spaghetti noodle, or did it invent like the spaghetti dish with the sauce? Because when I think of sauce, I'm guessing the Italians really know how to make spaghetti sauce.
That might be.
You know what I mean?
That might be because you have your Chinese noodles and different pasta type things like that the Chinese, they usually put like a shark tail with it or something like that. But I don't know that for sure. But I think of like you with tomato sauce.
So what do? You twirl your spaghetti, or do you just like lean over the bowl and just kind of shovel it in and then in front of everybody?
Why do you think they made spaghetti that way, so that you would cut it up into little pieces? Why don't you just go buy
I don't necessarily cut it up into little pieces, but yes, I cut it up to make it more manageable to handle it on the fork so that I, not looking goofy at the table in front of everybody.
I would imagine the Chinese could do it with sticks.
Probably.
They probably didn't cut it.
Probably
but
not.
probably did hold it up and drop it in, though.
Yeah.
Well, Peggy, I think probably you made a mistake there in Brent's childhood when you cut his spaghetti for him. He's got him a bad habit. Hey, by the way, did you happen to notice? You noticed that my wife and I were scooping this past weekend. And
Yes.
Of course, you stayed in the house.
Yes, I did notice, and you've made sure that you've, told me that you were out there.
You didn't notice yesterday that we were taking the big Christmas tree out of the house and.
No, I didn't know.
Are you sure you didn't know that? Because
No,
I figured you might come over and help me carry it around the back.
Well, again, had I known that you needed help, I would have been over to help you.
I live by a guy who cuts his spaghetti and won't come and help me take the Christmas tree out. Oh, my lordy.
I didn't know you needed help.
You want to answer some trivia questions?
Okay.
Oh, I guess we could just... let's play the game. I have some other... This is National Trivia Day.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
So take it away, Brent Apperson, my good spaghetti-cutting friend. Oh, Lord.
All right, we're asking general questions about historic events that occurred in January. Here's your question for today. In January of what year did the Surgeon General begin publishing on cigarette packs that smoking is hazardous for your health?
What year?
Yeah, what year? In January of what year did the Surgeon General begin publishing on cigarette packs that smoking is hazardous for your health? Was it in 1966, 1976, 1986, or, yes, you guessed it, 1996? Those are your choices. 66, 76, 86, or 96. In what year, in January, did the Surgeon General begin publishing on cigarette packs that smoking is hazardous for your health?
Was that right after they said the cigarette tastes like it should?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Was it Winston? A cigarette tastes like it should. I don't remember.
Oh.
Okay, those are your choices.
Those are your choices. Yeah.
It's Tumbleweed Day. Your chance to win a tumbleweed meal at the Tumbleweed. Call us at 872-2801.
Eat at the restaurant where everything is right. The food, the service, the atmosphere, and the price. At the Tumbleweed Cafe, they look forward to serving you. Their menu is filled with home-cooked meals you're sure to enjoy. When your plate is clear, don't forget to choose one of their delicious desserts. You'll enjoy the many things that make Tumbleweed the favorite dining spot of so many folks. Whether passing through or setting a destination, enjoy your next meal at the Tumbleweed Cafe. East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
It's 15 minutes before the hour. We didn't get a call. I'm curious about that one. I'm going to guess 66.
You're right.
Is it?
Yep,
Okay.
1966.
That's
Yes.
when they...
And because you've answered correctly, Dave, we have for you... No, just kidding.
I can't win a prize.
I was going to say, you never let me be eligible, so not going to give it to you.
No, that's fair. I wouldn't expect a spaghetti-cutting person to cut me any slack. Oh, man.
I don't know what the big deal is.
I'd like to talk to your mother about it. It could go back to your childhood.
You never know.
Sorry. We'll have Aeroseed in this morning. You know that we'll get a chuckle out of that, plus a lot of good information about what's going on at Aeroseed. I know they have some early sign-ups for some crops that they talked about, that Logan talked about last time. So we'll be visiting with Logan about that this morning. It is National Trivia Day, and I thought this would be kind of fun. This is kind of a different trivia day. Celebrates those who use useless bits of information to have a conversation about.
Oh.
Basically, I mean, that's kind of what trivia is. It doesn't usually change your life. It's just a conversation piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's some trivia questions. What geometric shape is generally used for a stop sign?
Hexagon.
Zzz.
Pentagon.
Zzz.
Octagon? Is it 8-sided?
Octagon, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I was trying to envision it. Yeah, I should have known that one.
Yeah, I should have.
Okay, I'm done answering because people now are listening going, geez, Apperson, you dummy. Yes, it's an octagon.
Well, it probably comes from when you cut the spaghetti
Yeah.
in large chunks and put it in you probably cut your hair off, did some brain damage. What is cynophobia?
I have no idea.
I didn't know this one. It's fear of dogs.
Oh.
If you're scared of, and some people are scared of dogs. What is, this one I like, what is the rarest M&M color? The M&Ms. What's the rarest color of M&M?
Yellow.
I wouldn't have known, and it's surprising. It's brown.
Oh.
See, so those are things that on this National Trivia Day that you could have a conversation about, but really won't change your life. That and National Spaghetti Day, which brought up something. I've worked with you now for many years. I did not know you were a spaghetti cutter.
I don't know what the big deal is. I can't be the only one that cuts their spaghetti.
Let me just ask you this. Why would you buy...
And you haven't told anyone yet how you eat spaghetti.
I twirl mine.
Oh.
Twirl it up in a fork.
Yeah?
But I don't understand why you would buy
And then the
spaghetti.
sauce slides off. Doesn't the sauce slide off the noodles when you twirl it, though?
Oh, not my wife's sauce.
Oh.
It's creamy, rich, and thick.
Oh, okay.
It sticks right to the spaghetti.
Okay.
It's her mother's recipe from Buffalo, New York, when they were in Buffalo, New York, building airplanes during World War II. And it was an Italian family that gave Joan's mom the recipe.
Ooh.
It's good.
Boy, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
You know, a good neighbor might invite another neighbor over to have some spaghetti if it's that good.
I'm not going to sit there and watch you cut the spaghetti. There's no way. Neighbor.
All right.
That's pretty good coffee. You know, that somebody made, so all I had to do was push the button this morning.
Oh, really? It was
Yeah.
all ready to go.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, whoever did that. Tried to recognize the handwriting, but wasn't
Oh,
sure.
they left you a note
Said-
saying, Dave, the coffee pot's ready to go. Just start it.
Just said, push brew now.
Oh,
And here it come.
wow.
Big, rich
That's
cup
good.
of coffee.
Thank you.
Yeah. So sometime I'm going to call your mom and ask her about your childhood. I think there was some problems there that we might need to, talk about it and see how you feel at this point as an adult. I don't want to do this one because this would be cruel. Just because I know you're a little conscious about being short. You're a little bit worried about being short. It's too late. There's nothing you can do about it.
Thanks, Dave.
So just cheer. It's Tom Thumb Day.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. On this date.
And thanks for looking straight at me when you mentioned that.
Well,
Appreciate it.
I just thought
I
of
know
this.
what you mean.
I was pre-reading this earlier this morning, and I thought, I shouldn't really, put this together with Brent's height. So I'm not going to. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
But on this date in 1838, Charles Sherwood Stratton was born in Bridgeport, Connecticut, was better known as Tom Thumb. He famously stopped growing when he was just 6 months old and remained 25 inches tall until he was 9. But what he lacked in stature, he made up for in becoming famous. of becoming part of the P.T. Barnum's traveling circus. And it made him rich. Tom Thumb became rich by being in the circus. He only grew to 3 feet tall and weighed just 70 pounds when he died of a stroke at age 45. Tom Thumb, little short guy. Logan, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
How's things at Arrow Seed?
That's good. That's good.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When you eat spaghetti, do you twirl it with your fork or do you cut the spaghetti?
So the proper way to eat spaghetti, Dave,
Yes.
is with a spoon and a fork.
Oh, with a spoon and fork.
Oh,
Oh.
and you,
So you use the spoon to kind of gather, a few strands of spaghetti, and then you twirl it with your fork, but you use the spoon as a backstop so it doesn't get super messy.
and holds the sauce.
Yes.
That's excellent. That's
So,
excellent, Logan.
Just so you know,
yeah, but
anybody listening out there, I'm not a spaghetti aficionado, but I did get a manners book way back in the day, and that's part of it.
Oh, really? That was in a manners book.
It was.
As to how to properly eat spaghetti.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's
interesting.
not polite to sit over there and be chopping it up.
Well, you
What?
can
Thank you.
to get it into smaller, more manageable pieces, and then you can twirl
Exactly.
those on your fork with your spoon.
Okay.
I'm just saying, there's no right or wrong way, but just eating it like an animal, Dave.
Finally a person with some now the word is escaping me now. I don't know.
I feel like you two are ganging up on me. Boy, I feel bullied. Didn't we talk about that yesterday, Brent?
I think so.
There you go again,
Yeah.
bullying me.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Logan,
Children.
that's where we're at.
Are you guys just getting me ready to have another child?
Yeah, right.
No, but you
Yeah.
are. Oh, gosh. How's things going?
Going good. So I heard you gambled this morning taking that phone call.
I did.
So you, right behind the station here when I was pulling up, the cattle back there,
Uh-huh.
they were playing poker and smoking the devil's lettuce, smoking marijuana
What?
too.
Really?
Oh.
Cattle?
Yeah, from what I could tell, it was a pretty high stakes game.
I'm going to try this again. What's going on at Arrow Seed, Logan?
We've got a lot going on at Arrow Seed.
Happy New Year.
What did you call that? The devil's lettuce? I'd never heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard that either.
The devil's lettuce. That's what kids are calling it these days.
Oh,
So,
really?
so do they cut it up or roll it?
Probably a little bit of both.
We better get busy here. It's early sign-up time, right?
It is.
Time to save some money at Arrow Seed.
Yes. So the best thing about having green in your pastures, green in your fields, is keeping some of that green in your wallet.
There you go.
And we're just on a green kick this
We
morning.
are.
Oh, yeah, we're on a roll.
So the best way to do that is to prepay. Inputs are getting extremely high as far as fertilizers and herbicides and that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that more marginal, not quite the best ground, not the greatest ground, might not be a bad idea to plant some alfalfa into it. There's always going to be guys that need alfalfa to feed. And if you early order it by January 10th, by February 10th, early order, 5% discount.
By February 10th.
Yep.
All
If
right.
you prepay for it by January 10th, so if you just say, hey, this is how many pounds I need, and you're going to prepay it,
Mm-hmm.
13% discount.
13. That could be the difference, right?
So that makes a huge margin on the back end of it. So if you're going to do that, like I said, inputs are getting kind of out of hand right now.
there. Yeah, they are.
So some of that ground that might not be the best producing ground, why not plant some forages or some cow food?
Yeah, something for feed. Never know. Why not just lock yourself in and save a little money? We don't know what this upcoming seasons are going to be like. So,
Exactly. Yep. And why not, if you plant alfalfa, you're going to have it in for more than a year, so it's going to pay for itself pretty quickly.
Okay.
It's going to stretch that investment out over time. So you're going to be able to see that return on investment over more years.
Right. Now, I see you have the sign out on the sidewalk about all of this. Come on in and discuss what maybe you plan on doing for the upcoming season. And then they can call you and do a lot of this too, can't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I've taken a lot of phone calls the past few days. Guys wanting prices first and foremost, but they want to prepay for it. So then you figure out what their final price will be with that prepaid discount and early order stuff figured in, and then they send a check for that amount.
Okay.
So yeah, we can handle all of that via telephone.
The devil's lettuce, huh? All right. What else you have for us, Logan?
Speaking of stuff to feed cattle, summer annual forages. So that would be your cane, sorghum sudan, millet, pearl millet, silage sorghum, grain sorghum, that type of stuff. If you early order it by February 10th, 5% discount.
All right, 5% by February 10th.
If you prepay for it by January 10th, so that's next week, 10% discount.
Okay.
So, there's a lot of that stuff going in. Cows are always going to need something to eat.
They never quit.
No, there's no way around that.
No. They have several stomachs to fill, so.
Yes. So, if you know you're going to plant some, why not just call and early order it? You don't have to prepay for it, but if you just let us know what you want by the 10th of February, save 5% right then and there. That's one of the best deals out there.
Yeah.
If I could go anywhere and do that just for making a phone call and saying this is what I need, I would do that all the time.
Yeah, save some money. So do guys plant any of these things on corners of pivots, or is it mostly dry land?
Yes and no.
Yes and no, both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both.
Right. Well, I'm just thinking, if we have another dry year like we had this past year, we might want to be looking at some of those spots where we can put a little water on some of these things too. So
yeah, and the guys that plant silage corn, silage sorghum on those pivot corners is going to be super beneficial because it takes about a third of the water that corn does. So it's going to grow right alongside with the corn with very minimal water.
Okay.
Even on irrigated ground, might not hurt to try some silage sorghum. Just with the input costs on corn, kind of going through the roof.
Yeah.
So at least you'd save quite a bit of money on your seed input, doing silage sorghum and still get the similar tonnage and quality out of it.
Do those crops require as much inputs as far as fertilizer and that sort of thing goes?
You can really pour the fertilizer to it and get it really going. But there is a point that you get too much and it doesn't utilize it. Just like anything else.
Well, I know the guys out there know what they're doing, but you're giving them all the options there that
absolutely
they can consider. So
why not? If inputs are going to be really high and seed cost is going to be very, very high for corn, why not try something different on a few acres and just see? It might be one of those things that, hey, we saved this amount of money on our inputs and we got this out of it. Maybe that's going to make up for the difference in tonnage.
Yeah, maybe you've got some ground down along the river or a creek bed where you've got a little sub-irrigation there and maybe utilize that. So these, like I say, we aren't telling these guys out there anything they don't know, but we just want you out there to know that Arrow Seed's got you covered whichever direction you want to go.
Right. We can help you one way or another. There's no doubt about it. We've been in the game a few years, a few seasons.
Yeah, Arrow Seed was going strong when everything was wheat.
Yes.
Back when you drove out in the country and you saw wheat.
Yes.
Yeah, what is now being farmed. So,
yep.
Yeah. All right. Things going all right in the store. I know you went through a good Christmas season. I must hold my hand up again and thank you for the light that's on my cap that I take with me when I go do things that I can't normally do very well because I can't see. As a matter of fact, I went over to my neighbor's house the other night and had it on when and it helped me get up the front step there because for some reason they didn't turn the porch light on. I don't think they wanted any company, and I just went ahead and used that light on my hat. I could walk right up to the door.
I apologize, Brent.
Thank you.
Yeah. I feel your pain.
Yep. That's the way I ring in the new year. That's great.
Did you ever come by and get a light?
No, we came by to get one for a Christmas gift, and we walked in, and I was told, 10 or 15 minutes before I walked in, someone else walked in and bought everything you had on the shelf.
For real?
So yeah, I know, for real.
For real, Dave.
Yeah.
So no, we had to go another route, to get something for Christmas. But yeah, that speaks well for the product and how people have enjoyed them.
They're great.
They are awesome. They're the little for those of you listening. I encourage you to stop in and check them out. They're a little rechargeable headlamp that are super bright. You can wear them on the bill of a hat, or you can put them on a head. Comes with the headband, So there's options, but they are really bright. I think Dave probably wears it while he's trying to swirl spaghetti around on his fork.
Yeah.
Well, it'll make it easier. That's
me.
for sure. Sure helps when you're, putting string on your fishing reel. I'll tell you that. But I think for walking, if you want to get some exercise and it gets dark early, you can wear that and see in front of you really well.
Oh, absolutely. And people 17 blocks down the road can stay out of your way.
You can blind them. You have to be careful. No, I sure would. I was thinking about getting out my Morse code book because you used to have to know some Morse code to pass your radio broadcast license. And I could get that back out and study it, and I could send messages over to my neighbors.
You could.
Don't cut the spaghetti. Call your mom. Let her help you. It's your childhood. Something like that,
I see. Brent, I feel terrible
I'm done.
for you.
I'm not even going to respond.
I feel terrible for you, having to, living in that neighborhood for so long, Brent.
Yeah.
And you have to put up with those as your neighbors.
Uh-huh.
I mean, good Lord.
Oh,
But anyway,
it's a wonderful neighborhood.
it is.
It is.
It
really is.
Yeah, it is a pretty good neighborhood, huh?
A lot of the problems is the provinces across the street from you. I don't want to stir anything up, but
That's not true.
it's the provinces.
So we've got a lot going on at Arrowseed. We don't mediate in any neighborhood feuds.
Yeah.
But we do a lot of other stuff.
Ice melt.
Yes.
I think I might need to
Yes.
come and get some of that from you.
Ice melt is where it's at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it was, what was it the other day? Like 14 below or something.
Mm-hmm.
Rather chilly.
Actually, it was 20. It dipped down for just a short time to like 21 below.
Yeah. So the ice melt that we have will still melt ice, I believe, down to 40 below.
Oh,
wow.
wow. That's good to know.
So
That's when I get my neighbor out when we have to ice down the sidewalks together, especially the one over on my side. Well, Logan, thanks a lot.
yeah. One other thing I would like to mention real quick
Yes, go ahead.
before we wrap this up, before we wrap it up like spaghetti on a fork, is the Soil Health Conference that Arrowseed puts on. That's coming up again, February 23rd.
Okay.
So mark your calendars.
23rd of February. Get in on those deals that you can save money on now and through February 10th.
Yep.
And write that down. That's always a good gathering you have.
It is. This year we are going to focus on grazing strategies that will provide the best benefit to both your soil and your cattle herd. So it's basically just utilizing different grazing strategies to produce different benefits.
All right. Logan, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Real quick, do you think, I was thinking about doing some grazing in my yard, but I've got some really tender trees over there. I was going to see if my neighbor would let me put some goats on his place.
Oh, I mean, I'd probably go with sheep.
Sheep. Okay,
No.
that would be nice.
Sheep would probably be better.
I've got the answer for you. Nah.
I thought you were gonna say.
Nah.
I thought you were gonna say that'd be a bad idea.
Well, that too.
I thought it would be nice for the grandkids.
Yeah, man, you guys.
Oh,
I don't know what's into us.
I don't know
this
either.
morning. He started it, just so you know. He started it.
It started with Spaghetti Day, National Spaghetti Day. We're going to take a time out, and then we're going to get to some news. Thanks, Logan.
Hey,
Appreciate it. Thanks
thanks,
for
guys.
coming in.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith, the Palmer Monument Company. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, we are giving you one more reason, our annual winter sale. Come and see us today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off our already reduced prices. Our goal is to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs, and will save you money too, during the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow in Lexington.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Daily COVID cases have catapulted past the 1 million mark in the U.S., and chances are you or someone you know, vaccinated or not, has been infected. CBS's Omar Villafranca is near Dallas.
The positivity rate here in Texas is more than 33%. That means more than 1 in 3 PCR tests are coming back positive.
Virginians are dealing with the aftermath of a massive snowstorm. That's almost 300,000 customers without electricity and commuters on a slow road to nowhere.
I've been here since about 7:30 p.m. or so. There was a tiny little period of time where we inched forward a bit, and then since then it's just been no movement whatsoever.
Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes has been convicted of defrauding investors in her blood testing startup. Whistleblower Tyler Schultz tells CBS Mornings.
She almost has this, reality distortion field around her that people could just get sucked into.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. 2 boys died and their mother remained in critical condition after a weekend apartment fire in Omaha. Omaha police say yesterday that 7-year-old Germani Pettis Grayson and 5-year-old Gimani Pettis Grayson died after being taken to an Omaha hospital following the Saturday morning fire. Their 28-year-old mother, Rashami Pettis, was also critically injured in the fire. After being treated at the Omaha Hospital, Pettis was later transferred to the burn unit at St. Elizabeth Medical Center in Lincoln, where she was in critical condition yesterday. The fire at Southside Terrace Apartments in southeast Omaha was reported Saturday morning. The cause of the fire remained under investigation as of yesterday morning. The National Weather Service is tracking the next winter storm just days after 2022 started with snow and frigid temperatures. The National Weather Service office in Cheyenne released its preliminary snow predictions for a system set to hit the area early tomorrow morning through Thursday morning. The Central Panhandle is expected to get the most, with a forecasted 5 to 9 inches in Scotts Bluff and 4 to 7 inches in Alliance and Bridgeport. Sydney and Kimball are forecasted to receive 3 to 7 inches of snow, while the Eastern Panhandle could see 4 to 6 inches of snow. Weather officials say snow will begin in the mountains in southeast Wyoming this morning while the storm slowly moves east. They say snow will arrive on the high plains by early tomorrow morning. The heaviest snow is expected to fall tomorrow afternoon. The National Weather Service says they have high confidence in the forecast timing and medium confidence in projected snow totals, as the system could change between now and tomorrow. Wednesday night, extremely low wind chills are expected. Much of the Panhandle is expected to see wind chills of 20 below zero or colder tomorrow night. Some areas may see temperatures fall to negative 30. In the KCNI KBBN coverage area, there is some uncertainty in just how much accumulation there will be. There is also uncertainty in location, as the area of snow may develop more south toward Interstate 80. Currently, North Platte is expected to get 4 to 6 inches of snow, while Broken Bow 2 to 3 inches of snow. The further northeast you go, the less snow is projected. Cold temperatures, however, will be in the area and throughout the state. Expected wind chills Wednesday night through Thursday morning, negative 31 degrees in Broken Bow, negative 25 in Burwell, negative 33 in Mullen, and the further north you go, negative 35 in Valentine and Ainsworth.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Week 17 in the NFL came to a close with Monday Night Football in Pittsburgh, where the Steelers beat the Browns 26-14. Pittsburgh quarterback Ben Roethlisberger, in what is likely his final home game of his career, had just 123 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Running back Najee Harris ran for 188 yards with a score, and Pittsburgh's defense recorded 9 sacks of Cleveland quarterback Baker Mayfield. Pittsburgh at 8-7-1 keeps its faint playoff hopes alive with a win. Cleveland falls to 7-9. NBA games of note: the Warriors beat the Heat 115-108. Golden State's now a league best 29-7 on the year. Trailblazers outscored the Hawks 136-131 despite 56 points in a losing effort from Atlanta's Trae Young. Jazz down the Pelicans 115-104. The Bulls make it 8 straight wins, beating the Magic 102-98. Chicago's best in the Eastern Conference at 25-10. Grizzlies knock off the Nets 118-104. Pistons beat the Bucks 115-106.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for gradually clearing skies with high temperatures working up into the lower 50s. Lower winds becoming gusty out of the west and northwest at 20 to 35. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, still on the windy side, an actual low of 4 above zero, but could have wind chills as low as 10 below zero for tonight. Around an inch of snowfall on Wednesday with a high of 14. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
Currently 31 under a cloudy sky, winds light out of the south. Barometric pressure had been falling, leveling off now at 29.61. Humidity at 70%. Our high yesterday was 48 with an overnight low of 24 degrees. It actually dropped down to 24 during the nighttime hours. It was 28 at 6 o'clock this morning. We dropped back down to 24 at 7. Sunset today at 5:22. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 8:05. We have recorded 200 precipitation so far this month. I would like at this time to call a truce on the spaghetti and talk about some other foods.
Okay.
Tumbleweed foods.
Ah.
We just had a contest this morning for a tumbleweed meal, and that is actually a very, very nice meal. If you go in and you just want to try one of their best dishes, just say, I want the tumbleweed. You will not be disappointed. You will also not be disappointed in their chicken fried steak.
You always go there, don't you?
Well, it's
That's
so
one
good.
of your favorites.
It's like...
It'll fill you up.
Yeah, big white gravy on top of it if you like, or on the side with potatoes, or on your fries, or your mashed potatoes, however you like it. And you probably want to have maybe a little dessert with that. So they'll have pie for you. A glass of milk maybe.
Yeah.
Or a cup of coffee. It's all there at the Tumbleweed. And their omelets are really good.
Yeah.
I like the Denver omelet quite a lot. How about you? Yeah, it's got little chunks of ham and peppers in it and cheese. It's delicious, and it's big. Fill you right up.
Oh, yeah.
Get a side of toast with that, or you can get brave and have one of those big old pancakes. Go in at noon and take advantage of their noon special, their evening specials, their buffet on Sundays. People love the buffet. You can make yourself so wonderfully miserable on Sundays because you can't help but not go back and have some more mashed potatoes or green beans or some more chicken or pork or steak. So a lot of times the steak is that, that softer steak that's covered in gravy.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
You like things covered in gravy, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's just an added texture and taste. They'll fix it up for you. It's home-style cooked food at the Tumbleweed, open 7 days a week. And by the way, they're looking for some help. If you would like to work at the Tumbleweed and be a part of their team, they'd like to talk to you about it. And they will be pretty flexible. They're looking for people who want to work 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Whatever works for you, they'll see if they can make it fit for them and you. At the Tumbleweed Cafe, East Highway 2 in Broken Bow, formerly the Bull Oil Cafe many years ago.
Yeah.
Had many cups of, not coffee when I was little. I had a lot of tea or pop. What kind of pop did you like when you were a kid? Did you get it out of the returnable bottle?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember the returnable bottles. Sure.
Yeah. I liked that grape was really good.
Knee-high?
Yeah, knee-high grape. That was good. Or orange.
Yes.
Root beer.
Uh-huh.
And did you ever get it looked like milk? It was kind of like chocolate milk in a bottle. It was good. Returnable bottle.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Yes.
I don't think they have returnable bottles at the Tumbleweed, but they do have pop.
Yes.
Soda, you call it nowadays. I feel strongly at this time, my good friend and neighbor and longtime cohort and a man who massacres his spaghetti, that we should talk about Ansley Lumber and Supply.
Okay. We can. Hey, they've got red brand barbed wire in stock at Ansley Lumber, one of those items that has kind of been hard to get, but they have finally received a shipment. So stop in if you have been waiting on barbed wire. Also, don't forget about their blow-in insulation. When you purchase blow-in insulation from Ansley Lumber, you get to use their wonderful blow-in insulation machine. You can use it for free. Comes with a trailer to haul to the site. It's free with purchase of insulation from Ansley Lumber and Supply. Got everything you need from premium lumber to metal for metal buildings. They got GAF shingles, Benjamin Moore paint, everything you need, folks. So just give them a call today at 935-1815. Ansley Lumber and Supply, locally owned and operated right there in downtown Ansley. They're open to serve you Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, and open on Saturday from 8 until noon.
Thank you, Brent. And by the way, don't forget about their wonderful showroom that they built across the street. And in that showroom, a lot of times building something, the main ingredient is a good plan.
Yes.
And a lot of us don't really know how to make a plan when it comes to building something or constructing something. And to sit down at their table and go over the plan and look at some of the products is something they like to do at Ansley Lumber. Heidi or Brian or the stud, Tim. I don't know how much planning Tim does because he doesn't have a lot of time. He's moving materials or watching the store. But they got a team there, and they'll deliver to your house or your business, by the way, from Ansley, America.
There you go.
I'd like to talk about insurance for a moment.
Would you now?
It's kind of the same thing. If you don't have a plan, if you don't know what you need as far as your insurance goes, you could buy something that really wouldn't fit your life, your needs, your occupation. What do you want covered? Do you want your car? Do you have an antique car? Do you have a tractor? Do you have a combine? Do you have grain bins? Do you have a pivot? Well, any of those things can be insured, right?
Maybe you can bundle it.
I know a guy who could talk to you about that, Chip.
I bet so. I hear he's hip.
He's very hip. Chip's a hipster. And Liana is hotter than a plate of lasagna, and she knows her insurance.
Yes.
Tim Troxel, located here in Broken Bow, has been in insurance for a long time. So you can drive to Callaway or you can go down and see Tim. They'd be happy to help you in any way they can.
Yes, they've just added another farm casualty ag commercial company that is very competitive in our area, so they'd love to talk to you about that. Time for end of year or beginning of year, you can say that too, beginning of year insurance reviews. Life insurance, very important, makes an inexpensive gift for kids from grandparents. It gains cash and guarantees insurability at different life stages. They can talk to you about that. Anything having to do with insurance, they're ready to help you at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. Call Chip and Liana, located in the Callaway office at 836-2201, or you can contact Tim in Broken Bow at 872-6996. Stop by their locations in both Callaway and Broken Bow. In Broken Bow, just look for the big red awning at 914 South D. Stop in and see what Tim Troxel can do for your home, auto, farm, and commercial coverages, or call him to schedule an appointment.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you so much. We'll be back right after these words.
Everyone loves winter. Your car door is frozen shut, it takes 10 minutes to regain feeling in your extremities after going outside, and you're just wiped out on a patch of ice. While Runza can't make it any warmer, we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Every Tuesday in January and February, the temp at 6 a.m. is the price you pay for an original Runza sandwich when you buy medium fries and a drink. Because Runza makes it all better.
Today's Temperature Tuesday reading is 19 degrees. That means your original Runza sandwich is just 19 cents when you purchase a medium fry and medium drink today, only at Runza.
Happy New Year from your friends at Beau Bouterie. We enjoyed helping your feet stay comfy in 2021, and we're looking forward to seeing you in 2022. Thank you for shopping with us. One thing will definitely not change in 2022. Our footwear will always be of the highest quality for everyone in your family. We are so thankful for the friendships we've made and look forward to making more. Happy New Year from Beau Bouterie on the Square in Broken Bow.
Fraudulent activity is on the rise and fraudsters seem to be working overtime. Bruning Bank is dedicated to keeping you safe. Remember, never give out your personal information, click on unsolicited links, or rely solely on caller ID as it can be spoofed. Keep your information safe by monitoring your account transactions with mobile or online banking and set up customized alerts with Notify. If you believe you have been targeted by fraudulent activity, we are here to help. Learn more about fraud safety at bruningbank.com or visit any Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
8:22. Let's go to the phone line. We have Mark Stock hooked up with Big Iron Auction Company. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you doing?
We're doing really well. How was your holiday?
You know, everything went really good. Even some of the football teams I was rooting for actually won, so that's always nice. And, yeah, great weather. Couldn't complain.
Good. Ready to tear into 2022. We know that from your last report. Take it away and tell us what's going on.
Well, there are a lot of things going on. First of all, it's farm show season, folks, so you're going to see the yellow shirts at several of the farm shows that take place across the country. So if that's an opportunity for you to learn more about the services that we provide, we encourage you to schedule those events. But more importantly, we can come right to your door as well. So if you're thinking about selling one item, whether it's a piece of machinery, whether it's a tract of real estate, or maybe it's even some livestock or our special classic cars that we're having a special auction here coming up in March. If you've got those items you would like more information on, you can call us and we'll come right to your location. I know we have reps that are scattered all across the area, and most of them are only half an hour, if not closer, to where you live. Now, with the exception of Henry Knoxville, he's got a pretty big area he covers, and he's got 180 items that are going to be sold here just in the next couple of weeks on BigIron.com, and we'll talk about those items here in a little bit. But if you're looking for good machinery, our auctions kick off tomorrow with a nice lineup of equipment, folks. January the 5th has got two Case International 8230 combines that are selling in Poplar Grove, Arkansas. There's a John Deere 3255 mechanical front tractor with a loader selling by Norfolk, Nebraska. There's a John Deere 4630 two-wheel drive tractor with a loader that's selling by Grand Island, Nebraska. Balin Manufacturing in Columbus, Nebraska. They've got 40 items on the sale tomorrow. A lot of gates and tanks and building materials and feed bunks. So check those items out. We've got portable welders and portable generator sets that are selling as well. And I know a lot of people get nervous about winter weather. If you need a generator set, we're selling them on BigIron.com. And a unique item, if you want to think of warmer weather and maybe some parade time, there's a 1954 Super H that's been meticulously restored that will sell tomorrow. There's a 1964 John Deere 6x10 harvest wagon with a hoist that has also been meticulously restored. So you got a red and a green item you can pull through the parade. They are owned by the Horny Oats Outfitters by Auburn, Nebraska. They've got 16 items on the sale tomorrow. Check it all out. Now, we'll talk about Henry Knoxville's items that he's going to be selling here the following week on January the 12th. If you're looking for good quality equipment, he's got Michael Miller right by Broken Bow here selling 24 items. And if you're in the market, folks, for quality equipment, check it all out, because he's got a great array and assortment of equipment, including a John Deere 750 grain drill that will sell. In addition to the drill, folks, he's got a John Deere 945 Moco. There's an Orthman 8-row 30 strip till one tripper that is selling. He's got a Landall Finish All 850 field conditioner. He's got a Buffalo 8-row 30 rolling stalk cutter. He's got one of these really nice Garfield pulled type box blade graders selling to the highest bidder. He's got a Moore-built 6-row 30-inch strip till machine that will be sold to the highest bidder as well. He's got some combine sieves and some irrigation sprinklers and irrigation tires, and he's even got a livestock squeeze working chute that will sell. So check out those equipment items selling by Michael Miller. And then we've also got items selling by Trotter Fertilizer. They've got quite a few items, folks, selling on the January 12th sale. That's 1 week from tomorrow. And if you are looking for some vehicles, if you're looking for some ag irrigators, they've got 32 items selling. There's a Case IH Patriot 4420 self-propelled sprayer. There's an International 9200i truck that needs a little attention. But there's a Case IH fertilizer dry applicator. There's a John Deere 4010. There's several forklifts that are selling for Trotter Fertilizer. This equipment, most of it's located at the Arcadia, Nebraska location, and they'll sell here on January the 12th. So you can go around, do your due diligence, and look at Michael Miller's equipment and Trotter Fertilizer's equipment that will sell next week. We do have some real estate that will sell this week, however. So if you're in the market of some real estate, there's some in Madison County, Nebraska selling this week. The first part of next week, there's some land selling in Merritt County, just south of Chapman, Nebraska. We got some land selling in Missouri as well. And we've also got our livestock sale coming up here on January the 11th, the first one here of the 2022 season. And a lot of folks are really liking the Big Iron Livestock platform, the bidding platform. Everything sells with no reserves. And but what the sellers have been telling us is they have a whole new audience because of the large geographic area that Big Iron covers. They'll have people calling them from 2 and 3 and 4 states away, asking about their bred heifers or their performance bulls, and they appreciate the fact that they can expand their genetics onto different areas. And if that's something that you would be interested in learning more about, please call us here and get a hold of Pat Cruzy, who will come to your farm and ranch, and he'll talk to you about how we sell cattle, how we advertise your cattle, whether they're cows, whether they're open heifers or bred heifers, whether they're bulls. We'll take care of it for you and expose your animals to the over 6.5 million people that watched BigIron.com last year. So a real good audience. We're thankful for that. But more importantly, we want to encourage you to get a hold of Pat Cruzy. And our phone number, if you want to write it down here, is 1-800-937-3558. That's 1-800-WE-SELL-8. For more specific information, once again, if you've got machinery, if you've got land, if you've got livestock, if you've got classic cars that you would like to sell, we are taking care of that for a lot of folks, and we can take care of you too. Pick up the phone, 1-800-937-3558.
All right, Mark, thanks so much. In your honor, we're going to play Big Iron by Marty Robbins.
There you go. Got a big iron on my hip.
There you go, my friend. Take care.
Thank you very much.
All right. Shall we?
Let's do.
Now, I had the Michael Martin Murphey one pulled up. He did a nice cover of that. But the original, of course, is Marty Robbins. Would you like the original?
That's fine, sure.
Okay, let me just click on this because this is all digital, fancy stuff. Here we go.
To the town of
Beautiful campfire country. You can't beat that. Big iron on his hip.
Mm-hmm.
Another good one is Hanging Tree, if you ever get a chance to hear that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Larry Cotner and I used to use that for bingo. Oh,
wow, okay.
The Hanging Tree. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah.
It was a Marty Robbins tune.
Was it?
Yeah. Maybe we still have it. I could check.
I don't know.
Well, I checked.
I don't think I'm familiar with it.
Oh, the Hanging
Maybe when you play it, I'll recognize it, but just based on the title, it doesn't ring a bell.
Hang. It's amazing with digital technology what you get when you type in hang. You get country thang, that thing.
Yeah.
Some people change, hanging in, hanging on. I don't see hanging tree. I'm going to put hanging. Oh, hanging around the mistletoe. I don't see any hanging with a rope.
Okay.
We'll get to that another time.
All right. Sounds good.
Would you mind handing me some live reads? I feel like really I want to tear into some promotion today. I want to promote some businesses.
You want to promote? Well, I'll give you these two for promote, and I'll hang on to the job opportunities. How's that?
That sounds great. I'd like this time to present to you, neighbor, and our listening audience, the January feature drinks at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gift Shop here in Broken Bow. Can I call it gift shop, too? Because they got gifts in there. They got nice things on the shelf. Did I ever tell you that?
I think you have.
That coffee.
And I knew that.
That coffee's really strong that we made here today. It's really got me up.
I can see
going.
that. Woo.
But if you want a coffee that will pick you up and really, really have a little extra flavor.
Yeah.
A little bit more variety to it. Variety is the spice of life. I won't finish the rest of that sentence. But anyway, they have the January feature drinks at Prairie Grounds Cafe, Jack Frost Cocoa. Whew. That includes cream de mint and hot cocoa.
Good.
Together, mixed as one. Ooh, I like this one. Winter Fog. Peppermint tea, vanilla syrup, and steamed milk.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That's pretty big with these kinds of drinks,
Yeah.
steamed milk.
Mhm.
That is called the Winter Fog, available now at Prairie Grounds Cafe, just east of the courthouse on Highway 2. And then they have the Pumpkin Pie Dirty Chai, which is spiced chai, pumpkin pie syrup, and a shot of espresso.
Hey, there you go.
Boy, that'll kick you in the tail. That'll get you going.
I think they even give you an extra shot of espresso if you want it.
Really?
I think so.
You can say, I'd like 2 shots of espresso in my pumpkin pie dirty chai.
Yeah.
That's like a whole new language, but it's wonderful.
Kind of.
They also have the Polar Express Frappe, which is cherry syrup with white mocha sauce.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good.
Yes.
And then the Honey Toasted Latte, which is, of course, honey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not calling you honey. I'm just saying this is honey in the drink.
Okay.
With
Thanks
toasted.
for clarifying.
Yes, neighbor. And they have toasted marshmallow with that. Now, when can you get these wonderful delights and many others? Don't forget about the things they have in there to eat as well.
Yeah, I think they do lunch specials and
yeah.
stuff. So
Open 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. 7 a.m. They open up at 7 a.m.
Okay.
That's all
thanks.
it says here,
All
Monday through Friday. It doesn't give me any more information than that. And then they open up at 8 a.m. on Saturdays.
All right.
So I think they close in the afternoon sometime, don't
Yeah.
they?
Follow them on Facebook.
There you go.
They keep you updated on Facebook.
Yep, as to what they're doing.
Yes.
Prairie Grounds Cafe, east of the courthouse on Highway 2, open 7 a.m. Monday through Fridays. They open at 8 a.m. on Saturdays.
Can you reach Christy on the intercom? Is she available?
Yeah, I think so.
I got a question regarding what you just read.
Big iron on her hip.
Dun, 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 dun. I thought she was back there. Maybe she's busy. Do do do. Oh, she's not gonna answer. Oh,
Hello?
what? Hello, Christy. Hi, Brent Apperson here. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, a frappe. I have a question.
I don't know coffees.
Oh.
I'll just stop you right there.
Oh, okay. Well, that was my question. If it's a frappe, it's cold. Is that right? Do you have any idea?
I honestly, I think so, yes.
Yeah, I think so, too. That was my
I thought
question.
it was a frappe.
It's a frappe. Oh, I call them frappe.
But I don't know that either for sure.
Oh, all right. Is there anybody in the back room that knows?
Let me check.
Okay. All right.
Does anybody know what a frappe is?
It's like cold coffee, right?
Cold. An
What?
iced beverage that is shaken, not beaten.
Oh, well, okay. I was, when you started on that, I thought you were going to say shaken, not stirred.
It is
Like
shaken, blended, or
James
beaten.
Bond. Okay. But it's cold, right?
Yes.
Iced. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
I lost you.
Oh, that's all right. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, got that cleared up.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that really looks sharp on a guy.
What's that, Dave?
A really well-pressed shirt. A clean,
Yes.
well-pressed shirt.
Mhm.
Some guys even, especially I think on the cowboy side, they like to even have a little crease in the long sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
It looks nice.
Mhm.
Put yourself a little bolo tie with that, and you probably have to take a broom with you to whisk away the women.
Mm. Yes.
You give me that look there.
Well.
Cleaning Shack here in Broken Bow can do that for you.
Yeah.
And ladies' garments, there's just some garments that don't do well in the washer and dryer.
Yeah, there's things that just need dry cleaned.
Yeah. Or they do the starch, where they'll clean a white shirt for you, and it'll come out, and when you put it on, it just really looks sharp. Doesn't have to be white, but they can do that with the collar shirts
Yeah.
for you. Brad, if
Good.
you want to do that before you go to church on Sunday.
Oh, thank you.
They have it set up out on East Highway 2 for your dry cleaning, located inside the Quilting Shack on East Highway 2. Now, the drop-off deadline is Wednesday by 11:30, so tomorrow at 11:30, you'll need to have your garments in that you want dry cleaned. They'll have it back the following Wednesday by 3.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 days later, you're going to be as sharp as a tack, as they say.
Good.
As sharp as a stick in your face
Oh,
or
well.
your eye.
Ouch.
As always, at the Quilting Shack, they have a great variety of projects and materials available as well for you folks up there who like to stock up and get ready for the cold winter days, because we're right getting started. And if you want to do a project with sewing materials, quilting, they can get you started, get you going on it. And they also have machines that you can use to complete your quilts. Stop in and talk to Susie and the girls. They'll help you with your project. From beginner to advanced, they have great advice and good experience. They have experience in there to kind of shortcut some problems for you, because sewing can be very, very... do you remember when you was a kid and Peggy was sewing? Did she get mad sometimes?
Yeah, probably.
The sewing machine would clog up on them, or the pattern didn't come out right, or the quilt didn't come out. They can kind of shortcut some of those problems for you.
There you go.
They're open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 5:30, and Saturdays 11 until 4. And remember, for dry cleaning, you have until 11:30 tomorrow to drop them off. This is a weekly thing, and then they'll be back the following Wednesday by 3. The Quilting Shack and Cleaning Shack in Broken Bow, out on East Highway 2. Not far, right across the street, I believe. I'm just thinking here, I'm closing my eyes, from like Brad White Equipment's lot, Custer Public Power. They're right next to WinQuest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nebraska State Bank. They're right in that area there, Brent.
Yep, can't miss them.
Big iron on the hip.
Big iron on his hip.
You want to read something, and I'll look for
Well,
something.
sure, I can.
This
yeah.
is a live show. We can do whatever we want. Even if it's not right, we can do it.
Well, yes. Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow. They're accepting applications right now for full-time employment. They're proud to offer competitive wages, holiday and vacation pay, health and life insurance, disability, and a 401k. Sargent Irrigation is an equal opportunity employer. You can apply in person at their office on South Highway 21 in Broken Bow, or give them a call at 872-6451. Join their team at Sargent Irrigation. Get your application in for full-time employment at Sargent Irrigation. And to view this full job listing, you can find it on sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the employment page.
I told Mary about it.
All right, we're playing Campfire Country today, and of course, nobody better at that than Marty Robbins, so we'll be having some more of that for you. But right now, we're going to talk about cars and repairs and things that we need done, and we need good people to be able to provide those services. And I hope you've noticed on the air with some ads from A1 Auto Repair in Arnold, a lot of things going on there, a lot of growth going on, and that means more services for you in Arnold, Nebraska. And we have Josh Burnt, who is the owner-operator of A1 Auto Repair, with, I think, the rest of his family. And he is on the line with us this morning. Josh, how you doing?
Not too bad. How about yourselves?
We're doing good. Now, I want to start, Josh, by telling you, anybody who knows how to run a wrench and fix something, I'm in awe of, because anytime I try to fix something, it's usually worse off than when I started on it. So thank you for what you do.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so I know by your ads that you're running some exciting things going on at A1 Auto Repair, and we'll get to that in just a minute, but just kind of a little history lesson for our audience out there. A1 Auto Repair has been around a long time, but how long have you and your family been the owner-operators, Josh?
Well, I took the shop back over in the beginning of 2013.
Okay. And that's I got to tell you, that seems like in some ways not long ago, but on the other side of things, you've been there a while, and you've changed some things up a little bit, added some things. Let's start with the general repair for the guys out there and gals with their cars and pickups. What all can you work on in the shop?
Well, we regularly have anything from your everyday, your Chevys, Fords, and Dodges in here. We've got also some of those European cars. We do work on some BMWs, some Jaguars, and we also work on Asian cars.
My goodness, you're a brave guy, because that's a lot of variety to put your skills to. But we appreciate that, and so I guess one of the things that you've been advertising that we wanted to kind of highlight this morning is you've added a body work service. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so this summer I purchased a new building to be able to expand into. And in doing that, I was sort of looking for other things that I can do to fill the room in that building, plus things that would help benefit this community. And I got to talking with a friend of mine from Lincoln that has been doing body repair for 25 years. And after talking for a while, he decided to come up here and help me get a body shop up and running.
Wow. Well, that's a venture that I'm sure people would appreciate. I think I've been around long enough to remember a couple of body shops in Arnold, but they have since went away, so I'm sure people are happy to have that service back in western Custer County and all over as well. So are you okay as far as people setting a time up to come in and talk to you about body work? And of course you've got deer damage and all that sort of thing. It probably keeps you pretty busy.
Yeah, it's been picking up a whole lot faster than what I was originally intending on it doing. Okay. And obviously as such we're getting actually probably fairly close to needing to actually hire more help on the body side.
Wow. Well, keep up the good work there. A lot of us have cars or pickups that we probably are going to drive till they can't be driven anymore, and it's nice to know that we can have somebody like you to help us keep them going, both under the hood and as far as the fenders and the looks go as well. Also, you have added another feature, which I think is kind of exciting. A car doesn't drive real well, and it eats up tires. Pickups do the same when they aren't lined up correctly, and you've added that as well, I think, haven't you?
Correct, yeah. We've put a state-of-the-art alignment system in our building here. I believe it was the end of September when we got that all installed and up and running.
Okay, so that keeps you busy as well, but that's a very important part of it. It just sounds like you can cover just about anything that people might need to be getting done. Are you there 6 days a week or 5 days a week, Josh?
We're here Monday through Friday.
Okay.
I'd like to give my people the weekends off as they need their own personal time as well. And
well, that way they can put in big full days during the week, because it sounds like you have a lot of them. Now, for those who don't know, listening to the radio this morning, you're located where in Arnold?
My main shop is here at 104 South Carroll. We're just south of the Highway 4092 junction.
Right.
Here in town, and my body shop is down at the old John Deere building on the south edge of town.
Okay, yeah, just a little further down the road there. All right. Yep. Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to highlight that we didn't ask you about this morning, Josh?
Well, I guess not a whole lot that I can really think of.
Okay. Brent Apperson's here, and I also know that you've done some work for Jeremy Shipe with that big old station wagon with that 396 in it. How'd that come out?
Well, it didn't come out too bad.
It still burns a lot of gas, don't it?
It's at least a good... he's got a good start going there.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Hey, Josh, I've got a question for you. Can you just, you purchase a brand new vehicle today compared to, 10, 15 years ago, and there's a lot of different things on those new vehicles now, so many electronic type things. Can you just talk a little bit about how you probably have had to learn, I'm guessing, with each and every year with the new technology that keeps coming out on automobiles?
Yeah, the way that the technology has changed is almost insane. How vehicles are almost changes every 6 months. The level of tech that's used. And just because of that, one of the things that I actually require of not only myself but all of my employees is that everybody's got to go and complete at least 100 hours of continuing education, whether it is in-class training or online training.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot to invest time and money, but that's the world we live in. Josh, we're glad that you take those steps so that you can stay up to speed on that, and we're glad that you're doing so well in Arnold, Nebraska, but I know you'll do repairs for anyone within the sound of our voice this morning, so keep up the good work, and thanks for spending time with us on The Breakfast Show this morning.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Take care.
You too.
All right, Josh Burnt and his family. I know his wife's a big part of A1 Auto as well. They'd love to have you stop by, give them a call, and let me just throw that number at you, 402-741-0329 is Josh's cell, and talk to him about getting your automobile in there and getting it fixed up, whatever the problem may be. Pickups, cars, foreign cars.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. They're in Arnold, Nebraska, so thank you to A1 Auto Repair. All right, one more campfire song, if you don't mind.
I'm fine with that.
Here we go.
to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
Every cow-calf rancher markets pounds of beef. You can feed pounds on, or you can breed them on. At Ritter's, our cattle provide you predictable calving ease, excellent growth, dispositions, and maternal traits, and the all-important carcass traits. Come to Ritter Herefords February 3rd for our bull and heifer sale at the ranch northwest of Callaway. You can bid from the seats or online. Ritter Cattle Work.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, Palmer Monument Company is giving you one more good reason: their annual winter sale. Come and see them today with the coupon from the newspaper and receive additional savings off their already reduced prices.
Hi, this is Chris Smith with the Palmer Monument Company. It's our goal to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs. And with our sale, we'll save you money too.
During the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company in Lexington and Broken Bow.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Daily COVID cases have soared past the 1 million mark in the U.S., and pediatric hospitals are filling up. Mirandy Patterson's 8-month-old is in the NICU at Cook Children's in Fort Worth, Texas.
She was hospitalized a month ago with a different type of virus, and then she recovered from that just fine. And then we were doing great, and then she caught COVID, and here we are.
A day after a big snowstorm slammed mid-Atlantic states, many drivers are still stuck along I-95 in Northern Virginia.
I've been parked at this spot since 8:30 p.m. I feel pretty worn out and tired and a little aggravated.
More than 270,000 utility customers still have no power. And meet two pooches welcomed into the canine competition fold by the American Kennel Club. Both the Moody and the Russian Toy are now eligible for U.S. dog shows. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Brian Fenley.
Last night, Monday Night Football saw the Steelers overcome the Browns 26-14 in what all indications show will be Ben Roethlisberger's last home game as a Steeler quarterback. Now, in this particular contest, he got some help from his star rookie running back Najee Harris, a career-best 188 yards on the ground for him, along with a touchdown. Chris Boswell booted in 4 field goals, and T.J. Watt sacked Baker Mayfield 4 times. Mayfield, by the way, according to reports, is set on potentially having surgery before Week 18 to repair a torn labrum, which he has been dealing with all season. And also keep in mind the Washington football team is set to unravel a new nickname come February 2nd, and it won't be the Red Wolves.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for gradually clearing skies with high temperatures working up into the lower 50s. Lower winds becoming gusty out of the west and northwest at 20 to 35. Then for tonight, mostly clear skies, still on the windy side, an actual low of 4 above zero, but could have wind chills as low as 10 below zero for tonight. Around an inch of snowfall on Wednesday with a high of 14. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, has the offerings you're looking for this winter to prepare for next year. As you know, every season brings new focuses. Here are theirs right now. Specials on driveline conversions, sprinkler packages, and winter maintenance specials to name a few. If you've worked with Custer Electric and Irrigation in the past, you know that they want to get you taken care of the right way at the best price possible. They encourage you to get the work you need done scheduled as soon as possible because prices are rapidly increasing for a lot of supplies. Plus, that schedule book can only get so full. Don't forget licensed electrical work you might need done too on ag, commercial, and residential applications. Ask for a free quote. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer in Broken Bow, serving the whole area with electrical, agricultural, and commercial services. Call today at 872-7786. Follow them on Facebook or visit custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:04, 33 degrees outside, still mostly cloudy here at Broken Bow. It's going to be a windy day today, so keep that in mind as you plan your day. We are going to be contacting very shortly Chantel at Off-Broadway Assisted Living. A little bit later on, we have on our schedule as well Custer County Ag Society. In the meantime, I thought maybe if you didn't mind, good neighbor and friend, longtime cohort, would you mind talking about Mead Lumber's job availabilities they have there? Because they have a really good job or two there.
Yeah, I got a couple of great opportunities through Mead Lumber. Sales associate is what they're looking for. You would be responsible for various sales duties, including sales support functions, office coordination, and assist with some merchandise deliveries. Also, they have a job opportunity for a cabinet designer. This position would be responsible for providing kitchen and bath cabinetry design services and sales consultation for contractors, remodelers, and homeowners. They're looking for motivated and enthusiastic candidates who will provide exceptional customer service. And with both of these opportunities, Mead Lumber offers a competitive pay and benefit package, including paid holidays, vacation and sick time, group medical and dental insurance, a 401k. So check out these full job opportunity listings by going to sandhillsexpress.com. They're listed in full on the employment page. You'll find a list of responsibilities for each position and also a list of qualifications and requirements. Again, Mead Lumber looking for a sales associate and also a job opportunity for a cabinet designer through Mead Lumber in Broken Bow.
better speak for them now.
Yeah, that's a good problem to have.
It is.
Yeah.
How many people to a table?
10.
10. Okay.
Yep.
So you'll fill up the whole place, and you got 6 left.
Yes.
That's great. That's
and you
great.
get a wonderful meal with it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to purchase a table if
You don't.
You want to come as an individual or just 2, 3, 4 people. You can get individual tickets, I assume.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
You can buy individual tickets. You can buy a table. Yep. Either way.
All right. And is there a live auction, silent auction, both? And you have a MC? And talk a little bit
Yep.
about the program.
Yep, we sure do. So we'll start the silent auction when we open the doors at 5:30 for the social hour. There will be a cash bar available, and then we'll have appetizers there as well. And then supper at 6:30. Adam Smith is going to be our MC again this year, and Corey Palmer is our auctioneer for the live auction, which will be after the supper.
So do you have to do anything with Corey Palmer to get him pumped up a little bit? He's so low energy.
I know. No.
Not at all.
Nope.
And Adam Smith loves. I know. I talked to him a time or two after he's emceed. He just loves it. He enjoys it, and Adam does a great job.
He does.
Yeah, he's very comfortable with Custer County coming from here, and it's a great fit.
Yes.
Yeah, so you got it set up. Now, what are some of the items that people typically get a chance to bid on?
Oh, gosh. I know we're working on a couple of guided hunts, and then a golfing package up at the Prairie Club, cowhide rug, usually from Bow Family, lots of different gift baskets. And then this year we are doing the guns again.
Okay.
So we'll auction off the tumblers that we have in the past, or I might do a little different tumbler, but auction those off for a chance to win one of the 2 guns.
Very popular. People love that too. I think it's just a good time to gather in midwinter and talk about the past year and what they're looking forward to this year, not only at the fairgrounds, but out there on the farm and ranch, no doubt about it. So what are some of the things that, well, I know we talked earlier this week with Jess McCaslin about more improvements with the park, the little park that was built, which is really popular on the next to the American flag there, and some shade.
Yep.
That's been a nice addition.
Very nice.
And I think she mentioned that they were going to maybe do a little work with you on some additions for some perennials and different things.
Yeah, try to spruce up the park, I think, is kind of what the Rotary is thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, Brent, when we go out and enjoy the fair every year, you just take for granted that the barns are all going to be ready, and there's going to be electricity where needed, and water's going to run where it's supposed to. And it doesn't always, it does happen, but it takes work all year long to make that happen, doesn't it, Michelle?
It does.
Yeah.
Yep, there's a lot that goes into it that kind of behind the scenes that no one knows. But and this year, the board has decided these funds will be used to go towards and help making the grandstands ADA compliant. We've fought that for years, and
yeah, they were built with great intent, but times change, and it is pretty high with all the steps and so forth. So that's going to be quite a project.
It will be, and just the funds from the Winter Ball probably won't complete the project, so it's going to take a lot of time of grant writing and trying to find other funds to help us get there, but this will be a start for us for sure.
That's a good project.
Yes.
Yeah. Any questions, Brent, along the way? I know you're always interested in food, but
Well, back to the fairgrounds for a little bit. I know for me, I still have a problem of thinking, well, they just need to get the grounds ready for the fair, but the grounds need to be ready all the time because of all of the events that you guys have. Even sometimes, I'm guessing, even in the wintertime with some of the enclosed arenas that you have out there. So having the fairgrounds look good all the time, all year round, I know is very important to you, and the people that work out there do a great job doing that.
Yes, it is. And they do. They do wonderful. We start events in April, and minus a few weekends in August, we are full through the end of October. So they stay busy.
Yeah.
They do, and you can see what that does for the community, because a good share of the events, these guys and gals pull in trailers of some kind, horse trailers or whatever, and you'll see them pulled up and having lunch somewhere, filling up their tanks when they get here or when they leave. The economic impact from the fairgrounds shouldn't go unnoticed. And I don't know how you couldn't notice it, because all year long you see these people come into town, and you'll see them buzzing back out of town on Sunday.
Yep. And I hope so. It's funny, like if we go to the bonfire to eat, and if I haven't told Abby, hey, I've got a big event coming in, she'll usually find me and she's like, what do you have going on?
Let me know.
Yeah. Please keep me up to date. But
Yeah. Speaking of that, you do have a website, and the schedule is usually posted there, right?
Yes. Yep. CusterCountyFair.org. There's a calendar on there. And I do try to keep Facebook updated with here's what we've got going on this week. So
Okay. Good way to know.
Yep.
And for businesses, gives them a heads
up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's hard to call each individual one and let them know.
Yeah, you really don't have time for that, because you have your job with the fair board, your family, the ranch. I don't know how you do it, but you do it.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk about the date, I don't think. So let's.
Yeah. Saturday, January 29th.
Okay. And there's 6 tables left, and you get 10 to a table. But as Brent asked, you don't have to come and sit at a table if you want to come in to the auction. Is there a dance or something afterwards?
There is, yes. So the Victory Underground is going to be playing from 9 to 1, or just following the live auction until 1
All right.
out at Cobblestone.
Okay.
So.
And that's takes place at the One Box Convention Center.
Yep. Sorry, not Cobblestone.
Yeah. Well, it's right there. It's all together. I'm sure a lot of people probably stay there that come in from a little ways out and just not drive home. So it works nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for what you do, Michelle. We appreciate it. And the banquet was a great idea. Certainly grows every year. If you're almost full up, folks, don't hesitate. How do they get tickets? What do they need to do?
So they can call me, or they can go to the chamber.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's meet your partner here real quick. Kyle, how you doing?
Good.
You're doing good? So you have school later on today? Do you? Did you have to get up early this morning to come with your mom? Yeah. What'd you have for breakfast? Pop-Tart? No? Eggs and bacon? Really?
Wow.
Eggs and pancakes.
Oh,
man. Jeez.
Well, we'll be stopping by maybe tomorrow to see you and do another show at your place. Do you live out in the country, Kyle? Do you? Do you have a dog? What's its name?
Violet.
Violet.
Yeah.
Oh, her name.
Yes.
Okay. Big dog or little dog?
Big.
Big dog. All right. That works pretty good out on the ranch, doesn't it? Does she play with you? Does she run around and gets excited when she sees you? Yeah. Sounds like fun. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll take a time out. We'll come back with more on The Breakfast Show.
For those 62 years of age and for those that are handicapped or disabled regardless of their age, the Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has affordable housing available. An equal housing opportunity provider and employer. They're located at 200 South Grand Avenue in Callaway. The Grand Generation Manor.
The Callaway Good Life Center offers a facility with the comforts of home. Services include skilled nursing care, long-term care, respite care, and more. Callaway Good Life Center is a great place to work, offering competitive wages. Call 836-2267 for more information.
Loop Basin Public Health Department, COVID-19 myth versus fact. Myth number 3, getting the COVID-19 vaccine gives you COVID-19. The vaccine for COVID-19 cannot and will not give you the virus. None of the COVID-19 vaccines authorized in the U.S. contain the live virus that causes COVID. The vaccine teaches our immune systems how to recognize and fight the virus that causes the disease. Therefore, the COVID-19 vaccine cannot make you sick with COVID. To set up a vaccination appointment, please call us at 308-346-5795 or your local pharmacy or participating provider.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Michael Martin Murphey, one called Wildfire, on the cold Nebraska scene there for you. Well, we are going to the phone now.
Okay.
So, if that's all right with you.
I think that's great.
Okay. And we have a very nice young lady on the line, Chantel.
Yeah, we haven't talked to Chantel for a while.
And she is up in the Sandhills, but she is also working with, of course, the folks at Off-Broadway Assisted Living. Good morning, young lady. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Well, good. We've missed seeing you. How's things been going?
Good. Busy. Holidays get pretty busy.
Yes. Did you have good holidays?
Yes, I did. Thank you for asking. What about you guys?
Yes,
Very nice.
We didn't get what we wanted for Christmas because we've been bad. But I assume you probably got what you wanted for Christmas because you've been good.
Yes, exactly. That's how it works.
Dave and I just haven't figured that out yet.
So let's talk a little bit about Off-Broadway. We're tearing into the new year, Chantel. What's going on? What do you want to talk about today?
Well, the big thing I want to talk about is if anybody is interested in coming to visit, we are more than happy to transport to our facility to take a tour with us, visit, see the place. If you can't quite get there, or your car's not working, you don't have a car, whatever, just call us and we'd be more than happy to set up some transportation to come in, and then we can get you back to your place.
That is a super good idea, and we haven't really talked about that when we've been talking with Suzanne and talking about coming and taking a tour. So that's an added bonus if you don't want to drive and you want to take the tour. Thanks for making that available. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it'll really help a lot of people who might be interested but not quite sure how to get there.
Mm-hmm. And not having to worry about transportation. Might just be the little click that gives them the go-ahead to come and take a look. And I know you're interested in having permanent residents, of course. That's what Off-Broadway is all about. But you also, as I remember, have maybe some shorter-term availabilities as well. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so we do have our respite care room. It's one room, and it's kind of just like a short stay option. So if you are taking care of your loved one, but you just need a break or are going on vacation or anything like that and are worried about their well-being while you are gone, you're more than welcome to have your loved one come in and stay with us while you were gone or while it's needed. We take care of everything at that point. If they have medication, if they have appointments to get to, they get all the benefits of our long-term residents as well. They get the meals, they get the activities, the transportation. They get all of that stuff that our full-time residents have.
Well, it's also a good way to test the waters. If
exactly.
Maybe they're on a short term to start with and decide, hey, you know what, I like ice cream whenever I want it, or I like people bringing me my meals 3 times a day and not have to worry about that sort of thing. So often when you talk to folks who are at home, especially those that are alone, the whole meal thing gets to be a real drag sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I'm sitting here thinking the meals would be so nice to not have to worry about that, but also cleaning. I mean, I know you've talked before, you don't have to, Off-Broadway, you don't have to scoop anything, you don't have to mow anything. And then in your apartment, I mean, you just kind of keep it tidy, but then we can go in and vacuum and dust and do whatever you need. I mean, that's what we're there for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then...
maintenance.
Yeah, and then you offer all the activities along with that to kind of keep you active. And even though most of the folks that you have, in fact, all of them, are pretty active folks anyway, but it doesn't hurt to stay active, so you offer that as well.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Brent, did you have any questions at all?
Chantel, I know that Off-Broadway was sponsoring some movies, the old movies for seniors sometimes on a Saturday at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Is that something you're planning to continue?
that's something else I kind of wanted to bring up. We had one in December. I think we're going to hold off for a couple months right now and maybe come back and do it more in the spring. We just weren't quite getting that many attendees, and, it's just kind of hard to keep up. I mean, it's pretty expensive to do, but it's something that we had continued doing because we love it. We know the people that do come love it. It's just something we couldn't quite keep up for right now.
Sure, understandable.
Yeah. And with the weather, we know we're going to, January, February can't always be a lot of fun, going out and about. So maybe this spring going into summer. So that makes sense. Is there anything else you wanted to highlight, Chantel, that we didn't talk about?
No, just how awesome we are.
That's good enough. That's what it's all about is being good at what you do, and I know that you guys pride yourself on that and making life for your family there a lot of fun and a real positive place to be. So we appreciate it.
Yeah. So please, anybody, just come check us out. It's a very, very hard decision to make, and we know that, but we want to do what we can to make it as easy as possible.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll talk to you again real soon. Thanks for taking time today.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yep. Take care.
You too.
All right. Chantel Millicent is, kind of involved in the activities and different things at Off-Broadway, and she's very proud of the team there. You can tell that.
Mm-hmm.
So I did want to mention again today that during our broadcasts online where you're watching the show, you'll see ads scrolling across the top of the page, and those ads are people who were former Newsline sponsors and now have their ads here on the Breakfast Show, as the Newsline is no longer being delivered. But also listen for their ads, because they have radio ads that go along with these ads here on the Breakfast Show. Thank you so much to the businesses for being a part of the Breakfast Show, and all our businesses that you hear from on the radio during the show, like these.
The Grocery Cart looks forward to serving you in 2022. Fresh 10-pound tubes of 80% lean ground beef are $2.98 a pound, and Hormel bone-in Boston butt pork roasts are $1.68 a pound. In produce, Washington Bartlett or D'Anjou pears are $1.38 a pound. Great for snacking, Chex Mix, Bugles, or Gardettos are 10 for $10. And so are Banquet Pot Pies. Plus, earn 100 rewards points. In the deli, get a Golden Plump rotisserie chicken. They're made fresh twice daily, just reserved by noon each day. Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Did you get some gift certificates or Christmas cash this holiday season? It's time to treat yourself to something special at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow. Maybe you didn't get what you want for Christmas. It happens. But you can change that by heading to see their great selection of sports gear, footwear, and fan gear. From Husker items to spirit wear for the local teams, Geared for Sports looks forward to having you browse their store. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
Your friends at Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow invite you to compare and save this January with Health Mart products. Mucus Relief DM tablets, 20 count, are $9.99. 12-ounce nighttime cold and flu relief is $6.29. And cold and flu severe for adults, 24 count, are $4.99. Wishing you health and happiness in 2022. Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
When you choose the Roundup Ready Extend crop system, you're choosing exceptional weed control. It controls more weeds than any other soybean system and offers up to 14 days of soil activity on certain small-seeded broadleaf weeds. Plus, you get triple tolerance to dicamba, glyphosate, and glufosinate when used with Extend Flex soybeans. The Roundup Ready Extend crop system, the system of choice.
Claims are based on approved EPA herbicide labels as of January 2021. Pair with a strong weed management program. Always follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and all other stewardship practices. I choose the Roundup Ready Extend crop system because I know they've got my back. Their Spray Early Weed Control Guarantee helps me get the most out of early season applications. If I experience less than commercially acceptable performance, I'm eligible for up to $18 per acre on additional applications. That's a system I can depend on. The Roundup Ready Extend crop system. See program details at sprayearlyguarantee.com.
Guarantee is subject to program restrictions. Always follow pesticide label directions.
9:35. We're going to end up kind of where we started. Normally, we usually pass along some birthdays to you at the top of the show. We didn't do that this morning. So here, if you're celebrating a birthday today, you're celebrating with Patty Loveless.
Oh, the country music singer.
Yep, she is 65 today.
Wow, really?
Yep. She was born and raised in Pikeville, Kentucky, which there's a movie about right now, which is not real complimentary to Pikeville, Kentucky. Hopefully, I think that's just one section of the community. Let's put it that way. Also, let me get the other sheet here. Birthdays of note include Nels Klein, 66. He is the guitarist for the band Wilco, and also collaborated with artists in several genres, including jazz, punk, and alternative rock. And we play some Wilco on the KBBN for you. Michael Stipe of REM is 62 today, frontman for REM. And Dave Foley, 59, actor, comedian, co-founded the comedy group The Kids in the Hall, starred in a 1990 sitcom News Radio as well. We missed a birthday yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yes. I did? Did you? I said we, but you said I?
Yeah. Well,
you said.
You're the one.
What?
You're the one that watches for the birthdays.
So you're blaming me for not.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it came across that way. Okay. Who did we miss?
Cynthia Humane.
Oh no!
I believe
really?
so. I believe so.
Oh, Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia.
Oh boy.
A happy belated birthday to Cynthia.
I'm pretty sure it was her birthday.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Cynthia. That's it. Oh, I wanted to play one more song.
Okay.
Couldn't pass this one up.
Can I promote our basketball coverage quick for tonight?
Since you asked nicely, yes.
Well, thank you. Tonight we get back at it. Oh, my goodness. I hope many of you out there like basketball, because KBBN is going to be dominated with it for like the next 6 days. Tonight we're going to be at the Indian Gym for our first high school basketball broadcast of the new year. Broken Bow welcoming in McCook for a girls and boys basketball doubleheader. Girls varsity is scheduled for 5:30 tonight, and then the boys game will follow. We'll do them both on KBBN radio. Tomorrow night we'll have Nebraska men's basketball. On Thursday, we're going to go to Dunning, and we'll have South Loop against Sandhills Thetford. We'll have a radio broadcast on KBBN 95.3 FM, and we're also going to do our live video stream of those games. This is Thursday between Sandhills Thetford and South Loop. You can access the video stream accompanied by the radio call on all of our media platforms. That'll be Thursday with the girls' varsity game tipping at 6. And then on Friday, we'll be in Sargent for high school basketball as Ansley Litchfield takes on Twin Loop. Girls varsity game tipping at 6. Those games on KBBN. And then on Saturday, we're going to go to Kearney. Excited to be there for the Nebraska Girls Basketball Showcase. We have 2 area teams that will be competing in it. We'll have Anselmo Myrna in the very first game of the day, tipping at 8:50 in the morning. And we'll be there.
Wow.
We'll have it for you as Anselmo Myrna takes on Cross County. And then later in the day, Broken Bow will play Auburn in the Girls Basketball Showcase. That one tipping at 3:30. And we'll have both of those for you on KBBN Radio Saturday.
All right. Big week of basketball, as you mentioned. One more time, I want to let you know that due to the extreme cold weather predicted for Wednesday of this week, the Loop Basin Public Health Department's COVID-19 testing will occur today and on Friday. You can register for free for the PCR testing. Participants can visit online at lbphd.org/testing to get pre-registered for that. But again, it will not be held on Wednesday due to the weather forecast. So today and Friday of this week is your chance to get those tests. I think that's it. I was going to say something smart, Alec, but I'm not going to. I'm trying to clean it up.
Are you now?
Yeah.
That one of your New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Have a good one.